Judeo-Christian ethics, you know. So we can't exclude the Jewish part of our ancestry and our heritage, guys. And so we need to support that. We need to support our Jewish brothers and sisters, and we've been doing a pathetic job of it over the past 2.5 years, getting out there and organizing things and showing a visible support for this group of people, you know. So if we could get all these groups together somehow, I don't know how in the heck to do it, guys. I wish to God I had the means to know how to organize it all myself, sort of thing, and have a pushback movement, which is what we desperately need at this stage, a pushback movement to present the other side and the other perspective on all of this, to get people thinking a little differently, that not everything that this other side is saying is probably completely correct. A lot of it's been blown out of proportion and all the rest of it, and twisted and distorted and all the rest of it. There is another side to this issue. There's always two sides to every friggin' issue, guys. And for 2.5 years now, we've only heard just the one side, being shoved in our faces continuously, you know. And that's how what certain elements that are organizing this whole thing, orchestrating this whole thing, want to see happen, you know, because it feeds into their agenda of trying to destroy this state, you know, the modern state of Israel, leaving no homeland for the Jewish people again, and having them dispersed out into the world, just being at the mercy of everybody again, like they've been throughout most of their history, you know. No one wants to look at that side of it at all, you know. So yes, I mean, if we could get some kind of a pushback movement like that, with these groups of people that are informed, the Iranian community that aren't part of the Muslim extremist elements, they're informed, they're well informed as to what goes on with the regime in their country. The Ukrainian people, they have suffered terribly because of what Russia is doing in their nation. But Russia is somehow mixed involved with all the stuff in the Middle East as well. And a lot of these Ukrainian people are possibly a bit more educated on all this stuff than your average North American person, sort of thing, you know. Now, of course, naturally, the Jewish community would be, you know. And I would hope that there are Christian groups out there that are a bit more informed than your average layperson is as well as to what's really going on. So these groups combined, guys, I think would be a pretty effective counter movement, a pushback movement for all the propaganda that we're going to be shoved in our faces, which probably might be being shoved in people's faces today now, what's going to happen next Sunday, and what happens periodically ever since October 7th there 2.5 years ago, you know. But all I can say, guys, is that I don't support it. I never will support it. I'm still a predominantly gay male, and so I still support Pride, but I don't know how to be involved with anything because I don't support all this other nonsense as well. And I'm disgusted with people that want to educate themselves more, inform themselves more, that choose to believe into the lie and propaganda and so on. That's all it is. Because they don't want to educate themselves, they don't want to know the difference and so on, that they just want to believe the lie and not even care about the consequences of the people that's directly affected by pushing that lie, you know. And it's not democracy, it's not proper freedom of speech and so on. Freedom of speech goes both ways, guys. It goes both ways, obviously. You know, you got to be able to present every side of in a particular issue and so on, that, and have it on the table and have it aired out in a balanced format, seeing all sides of the issue and so on. And that has not been happening for the past 2.5 years, you know. It's just pure propaganda for the past 2.5 years now, guys. Trying to destroy a group of people and trying to destroy this nation because the world believes it shouldn't exist. And the whole of history, you know, proves that, you know, it did exist, it should exist. The Jewish people should exist. They should have their homeland, you know. And everybody, any decent, sensible person should be supporting them. Supporting their rights to self-determination and to have their own land. Because they support us. I mean, the gay and lesbian people in particular, they support our community by and large, you know. And this is the way we thank them for their support, you know. So, people are heading up right now, guys. I'm going to clue this off. I've gone over my half hour now anyway. And so yeah, so that's where I stand on that, guys. I hope I'll get this video now published sometime. It may not be today, but sometime this week here, and get it uploaded and see what comes out of it. I mean, I don't know. I never got many views from my last one last year, so we'll see what comes out of this one. It's a lovely day here now, guys. I gotta try to enjoy what's left of it, sort of thing. It's nice and cool here right now. I don't know if I'll take a little walk up around the trails a bit more, sort of thing, and head on back. I say it's probably around 6 o'clock now. I suppose a little after 6 o'clock, I guess. So yeah, so that's it, guys. So that's where I stand. I'm trying to make as much sense here as I possibly can, and talk as much logic and reasoning as I possibly can, sort of thing. I'm making the video here today about this. It's loosely connected with Pride, but in the sense of where Pride is supporting this, they shouldn't be supporting this, and because they support this, I can't support Pride to the extent that I would prefer to support Pride. I know what's going to happen now this coming Sunday. 9 chances out of 10, if they do the same thing they did last year, I'm not going to be happy with it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of it. If I can't voice my opinion against it, I got to try not to be anywhere around the freaking area when they have their parade next Sunday now, sort of thing. Simple as that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to take care, guys. God bless. Love you. Bye for now.